Hi there. I have found that sometimes confidence is what really stands in my way, which is really strange to say, right? But at the beginning of an argument, let's say my husband says something that really rubs me the wrong way. I don't agree with it. Or he expresses disagreement for something that's important to me and that I've said I want or need, or even just a random opinion. Sometimes at the beginning, what I feel is like this. But I'm strong, strong enough to carry him. Like that song. I'll sing the title of it soon. Just like, hey, of course I can handle this. I've been practicing mindfulness in fights and arguments for years now, and I know that I can't accomplish anything in an argument except for holding on to myself. So all I'm going to do is just stay connected to myself and breathe and notice the present moment and just be and listen well, listen with compassion. Yeah, I can do it for sure. He ain't heavy. He's my brother. And it comes from this deep, authentic wish to be there for him. Or sometimes not that at all. Sometimes it comes from a deep, authentic wish to do damage control, and not get into something that's just going to throw me off for the whole day. So sometimes it comes from my heart in a giving way that I want to give to him. Excuse me. Yes, that I want to give to him. And other times, so let me just expand on that first one for a moment. Sometimes it comes from a place of wanting to do right action, right relationship, right intention, And this is my partner who I love, and we are each one of us, for each one of us, the other is our main person. So I do want to be able to hear his opinions and not be upset by them or argue or get into a fight. It's not about disagreeing or not. It's about how I want to handle it. So sometimes it comes from that truly authentic, heartfelt wish to be there for him and to be my best self. I guess that's the thing I'm trying to say, yeah? A deeply authentic wish to be my best self. And other times it just comes from my intelligence about damage control and about what I can accomplish in this moment and what I can't. But the point is that I feel like, of course I can do this. Sure. Of course, sometimes he might even ask me, hey, can I tell you something? I'm not sure it's the right time. And I'll say, oh, yeah, for sure. Lately, he's gotten better at saying, nah, I don't think this is a good time. And I used to kind of argue with him a little bit. No, you can. But now I realize he's right sometimes, that, or that he should trust himself. Whether he's right or wrong, it doesn't matter. He should trust himself about whether it's a good time. Because what happens with that is that why is that confidence? Why does that confidence in myself and in my abilities to flow and be loving and be on this elevated plane, no matter how he's talking, maybe he's upset, but like, sure, I can do it. He ain't heavy. Or this isn't heavy. They ain't heavy, So of course what happens is that often in order to do that, I'm pushing down any other feelings that are there, like anger at him, or hurt, or impatience, real just gritty annoyance at like, why is he talking to me like this? Or why doesn't he see that I'm right? And because I have such confidence in my ability to flow flow with all of that. I'm sort of flowing on top of it. And I'm ignoring it. I'm ignoring my feelings inside. So then what happens is it bursts through because I'm not aware of it at all. The first notion I have of it is like when it's boom, okay? The amygdala brain takes over because my brain knows I'm getting more and more upset even though I'm not aware of it. And all of a sudden I'm yelling or I'm snapping. And the song that reminds me of is, I get to a place like this, okay? From like, but I'm strong and I can carry him, right? Because he ain't heavy. He's my brother. I care about him. And yes, of course I can carry him in this moment. He carries me sometimes, many times. I can carry him now. And then the next second, where am I? I'm like, if you see me coming, better step aside. A lot of men didn't, and a lot of men died. The rage, the rage. Well, sometimes it's rage, yeah. And other times it's just deep felt annoyance and desire that he wouldn't be there doing what he's doing in that moment. Like it has to be gone. He needs to stop. And so, that feeling of like that transition of going from this Shanti Buddha-esque being to fury. And that song, there's a violent piece in that, right? So it doesn't get to there for me in my actions, but rage is a sort of internal wish for violence sometimes, or an internal, not a wish, but just an urge, almost like a physical urge for violence. And that's where it can get to when I have such confidence in my abilities to be this loving, flowing being and not be paying attention to my real feelings at the moment. Like the left hand's iron, the other one's steel. If the right one don't get you, then the left one will. You load 16 tons, you know. So that's how confidence in myself can actually be my downfall. When usually, of course, or confidence is necessary, and I believe in confidence, and I grow my own confidence, and knowing how to be calm in fights and arguments in my most precious relationships has deeply increased, and my confidence has flourished from that work. But there's a place where it really does me wrong, and it's not the right thing to trust at that moment. Thank you for listening.